Hello and welcome to my HO scale model railroad layout. And I'll show you some of the progress that I've made. I've been working on the truck stop. Of course, being a truck driver for 30 years, got to have truck stop. So I've been working on that. This green weedy grass is still drying. I did that earlier. There's some static grass in there, so I hit it with the static grass applicator. And had all these what are they, aspen trees. Didn't know what to do with them, so I just stuck them here. It's kind of neat, so they can deal with that. And the building on the left here with the 3 bays is a Pike kit. I want to say, I don't know. It's one of those easy to build kits. And then you have the Model Power truck stop cafe. Have the leftover parts from 2 different Walthers kits to make this fuel island here. And today I finished up the Model Power Interstate Freight Terminal, which is a perfect fit for the Fairfield Machine Tool Company. They expanded, so they needed some dock space. And so I finished that up today. It didn't come with roll-up dock doors, so I got those from another kit and put those in there. And that worked out. So let me look around here. Those trees aren't staying there. I just stuck them there just to get an idea of what I want for a background. Hopefully the camera's moving slowly. I don't realize it when I'm doing this. I'm going to try to attempt to move around to the other side without being too destructive here with the video. Just show you the other improvements I have here. Of course, I've already been working on this here that we're passing now. Here is the Walthers Modern Gas Station. I worked on this the other day. This took about 2 days. Put the landscaping down, made a couple of armature trees, and did some work along the side here. This is a board I got from Hobby Lobby, and I cut out the sections here so it fits right in. That way it's level with the road. I tried to put the Woodland Scenics concrete on there, and it looked horrible, so I just went ahead and spray painted it gray. Eventually I'll get down there with some black acrylic wash and put some stains. I can't be too heavy on it because it'll soak it right up. So, did a little landscaping. Trees probably don't make sense. I don't know anything about trees. So, anyhow, and the truck stops over here. It's hard to reach. I have a thing that gets me up over here to work on it. The dirt in the truck stop is some of that black sand from Hobby Lobby that I mentioned. I showed the other sand that I had, and I also had a black jar of sand, and I added some chalk to it, shook it all up, and it gives it that worn out, oil spilled look. So it's not too shabby. And we bring it around here. Still working on what I'm going to do here. Got to make a lot for this here. I've got some styrene I'm going to do up so I can have a curb and make it look a little more realistic. I also finished up the other part of the Concours Helgen brewery building. I'm still working on the steps. I don't like the steps. I'm trying to maybe come up with another solution. But I finished this the other day, and it's now with the other part. Actually, a few weeks ago I went into the hobby store and found that. and I saw that it was the other parts of that, so I was like, I have to have it. So now it's just like a warehouse. Things come in, things go out. They don't make anything. No longer a brewery. That's the Walthers parking lot kit, I think. I know it's Walthers. Yeah, I'll put that down in there. Put a nasty fence along the side. And so that's coming along. And my road is going to come down through here. And here's the lumber yard. I think I mentioned this before I got all the dirt in. Got it squared away. I'm still making lumber for the racks back there. I do have that Walthers lumber kit, which is weathered and dull coated. That there is the Notch or Nock, N-O-C-H. And those were really hard for me to put together. I struggled with it, so they look kind of weird, but that's fine. And this is where they unload the boxcar wood and the flat car with wood, bulkhead. And that's going to go down here. I've got taping out for where I'm going to have a crossing here. And the mess. Everyone has a mess, right? I have a mess. So, hopefully, and there's the campground back there. Just a space filler. So, that's what I've been up to. Let me move this a little slower. One of the reasons why I do this is when I started doing this, people were talking about their trains and they're running their trains through the towns, and you could never see what they were doing with their towns, their buildings, their landscaping, unless it was a particular tree or some grass they were doing. And I could never get a good idea of what was going on. There was very few videos showing the actual structures, what was going on around them, and that sort of thing. So, instead of doing tutorials, which I am not qualified for, I'm just going to show you what I've done, and that way, I'm kind of sharing a little bit of what's going on in my world here. So let me pan out a little bit. So that's what I've been up to, and it's getting colder out, so I'll be doing a lot more. Thanks for stopping by.